you and Sean did get to go down to the Performance Center recently and spend some time together. What was it like for you to get to work down in the Performance Center and give back like that?
I've been there. This is about my third or fourth time down there, and I love it. And I asked Triple H to let me work with the bigger guys because they've got some whoppers down there. And I'm thinking it's just a different style than, to teach a big guy how to work is different than teaching a little high flyer guy how to work. And I think I had that skill, and I want to pass it on. And I had so much fun down there. Like, I got so excited watching a kid that I helped, train, watching him debut, that I couldn't sleep that night. I was so excited. So it's kind of cool. You still get that performer, but it's kind of, I don't know, it's cut.
Yeah, man.
It's not quite as potent, but it still works for me.
This is unfortunately the first time I've ever gotten to chat with you, Scott, but from everybody in your orbit that I've ever talked to, all they talk about is your mind for the business. Do you see yourself as somebody more regularly?
Apparently, I'm really smart. I mean, rumor has it I'm really good about wrestling.
Yeah.
I find that I do come alive when I'm in that environment, and I've been to the Performance Center several times, and they had me sit in with HBK's class last time. Those are the top NXT performers. Right. And these are all guys who've been around a while. They've had long indie careers coming in and all that, and God bless them. And they're talented guys. I don't really want to sit in on that class. I mean, I'm going to give them whatever feedback I can, but I like catching them right when they come in the door,
Mm-hmm.
and just I like getting in the young guys' ears and stuff. Like, I like being at the curtain right when they come through right after the match. You catch them, okay, come here for a second. Say, what were you thinking then? And they go, well, I was thinking this. Okay, well, this is because this is how it looked. And now they film everything. So it's so cool. You go to the next day, you can be sitting in a classroom with those guys, and, the rest of the guys in the locker room are watching the guys' matches and pointing stuff out to the whole group. It's such an advantage. And and the feeling I get when you see the light bulb flicker over some guy's head, like he's just starting to get the idea, that's a connection that you make that never goes away. Like, I have done business for a long time in professional wrestling, and I wasn't always considered a very popular guy. I don't care. I've got my handful of friends that I'm going to hang with. I just as soon get along with everybody, but it's not show friends, it's show business. If you can do business with people, you can make connections with them that last sometimes longer than friendships. Like, I've done business with guys that I've never had dinner with, never made a road trip with. But when you see them in a wrestling environment, you can point at them across the arena like, hey, what's up, man? It's a different kind of connection.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know. I thrive on that.
Well, Triple H has such a great vision for NXT. A lot of people clamor for him to have more control. They just brought in Paul Heyman and Eric Bischoff in those creative roles, and Vince is still around. Why don't you think Hunter has, or has he, and he just doesn't make a big deal of it, take the mantle more creatively?
Hey, he does. He handles himself. I saw him when he started there, bro, and he is doing everything exactly right, and still family guy. Still family man, and he's doing everything right. I don't think, that's the problem. Although they're publicly traded, it's still basically a family-run business, too. So personal relationships get involved. How can you disagree with Vince? What are you going to say? No, Vince, you're wrong? I think he can point at his track record, to defend himself. He's been right more than wrong. Yeah. I've always had the feeling that there's more than one right way to do, there's more than one right answer, more than one wrong answer to any situation. So try to turn the room. The wrestling business is all done by a bunch of guys standing around a room at the last minute going, okay, I think we should do this. Well, I think we should do that, And then usually whoever talks the loudest is right. But I don't know. I'm really excited about what's going on now in my life, in the wrestling world, in my kids' life.
Yeah.
And it's really happy to be a part of this, helping a wrongfully convicted guy get out of jail. And, it's just it's a great time. It's going to be a celebration there in Nashville. I invite everybody to come out and say hi to the Outsiders.
Agreed.
Thanks for having me, brother. I got to run.